Evamarie Holland. I've been married to my husband, Rob, for 47 years, coming up in August. I have two boys. That's Anthony in Florida, and Joseph is here in Mechanicsburg. He lives about 8 minutes from me. He has two boys, Parker and Chase, the love of my life. I am a baker. I used to own my own catering business. I also am a part-time learning support teacher for Mechanicsburg School District. I get calls whenever they need me. My dad passed away when he was 58 years old of complications from diabetes. He died of a massive heart attack. This is why this comes full circle. My mother is diabetic. God bless her, she's 92 years old. She lives behind me and I take care of her. I decided in my life, I did not want to go down the route my father did. He lost his eyesight, he was on kidney dialysis, he had neuropathy, and he died of a massive heart attack. July 31st, 1986, we'll always know that date. So I became diabetic 10 years ago, and I found out myself. My son, Anthony, the one who lives in Florida, had come home from one of his trips. I said, you know, Anthony, you gained a lot of weight. I worry about diabetes in our family. I said, let me take your sugar. I always have a glucometer on hand because my mom, whenever she's here, I have stuff for her. So I took his blood sugar and it was normal. He said, well, what's yours? I said, oh, don't worry about me. I don't have anything. I took my blood sugar. It was 160. That's when the red light went on. I thought, great. So I called UPMC. So then I had met various endocrinologies in my life. Nobody could help. Then when I met Dr. Joshi, I thought, oh, she's my answer. She's going to put me on Ozempic. I've never heard of it. Okay, that's a once-a-week shot. I started with that. What she kept telling me was, Evamarie, stick with it. So I was in my regular doctor's office, my PCP, Dr. Bell. She said to me, Evamarie, do what you're doing. You're doing good. Follow the diet. You're doing good. I was eating very little. I said, okay. I came out of her office. I was sitting at the front, at the receptionist to make another appointment. And I was telling the girls, I said, I don't know what to do anymore. This weight is ridiculous. Well, Kim, the office manager, overheard me. And she said, Evamarie, can I see you a minute? Come in my office. How do you feel about your diabetes? I said, don't even get me started. And then the tears came. She goes, well, I think I have good news for you. I said, what? She said, well, I've been interviewing Dr. Saruji for the last 3 months. I think she can help you. I went, are you kidding me? She goes, Eva, give her one visit, just one visit. She looked at my books because I have plenty of diary books that I have kept over the years. She looked at my book and she said to me, Evamarie, I want you to go home. For 2 weeks, I want you to write everything that goes in your mouth. So I go back to her and she looks at the book and she said, well, first of all, you're not eating enough. She said, I am going to strip you of everything and you might get sick. She said, but trust me, stay with me. I know this is going to work. I came out of her office. I looked up and I thought, is this my answer? Is this the answer I've been waiting for? Okay, went back, kept the diary, wrote everything down that I ate, no fruit that week. And she said to me, you're still not eating enough. I went back to her 2 weeks later. I started losing weight. I was like, I come out of her office. I was so happy that I had dropped 8 pounds in 2 weeks. I was like, oh my God, the angels, I can hear them singing to me. Is this my answer? She's my angel in disguise. And I have always told her that from day one, because now the weight started coming off. And I started to get closer and closer to 100 pounds. My insulin started to drop, went from 160 to 140 to 130. I'm thinking, this is great. Now I'm down to 35 units. I can't believe it. I really can't believe it. She has taught me a lot about nutrition. And she said to me one day, Evamarie, let me ask you something. What makes you do this? You've lost quite a bit of weight with me. What makes you do this? What pushes you? I said, it comes from here. Because I see my father, I see my mother diabetic, and now my older sister's diabetic. It's not easy. I am not perfect. There are days when I cheat, and I know it. And then I'm right, like she said to me, Evamarie, you can have that birthday cake, but the next day you're right back on it. I didn't have to get gastric bypass, which is a big thing. What would I say? I love you to death. You are my angel in disguise. I tell her that all the time. She goes, and my mother met her last year. And my mother said, so you're the angel in my daughter's life. She goes, no, she does all the work, but you taught her. If it wasn't you teaching her, she wouldn't know. I have had 5 times Bell's palsy, which is very rare. People get it once or twice, not me. I get 5. I was diabetic in 2013, which now it makes 10 years. And also I had cancer. I didn't even know I had cancer. Last year I developed diverticulosis, another thing that isn't common. So it's just always something. And I work out every single day at the club, which is Planet Fitness. I have a trainer, Ray. I work out with him every single day, 5 days a week, and people go, you're crazy. No, I'm not, because I want to reverse my diabetes, and that's what Dr. Saruji is helping me do.